Hi learners, good morning. Welcome to Unified Study. This is Thulasi going to do you a quick revision on most expected topics for your West Bengal set 2023. Welcome you all to Unified Study YouTube channel. Good morning everyone. Gomati, good morning. Very good morning. Yes. Do join learners so that we'll be making a quick revision on most important topics from communication, logical reasoning, people development environment, and higher education. Do join quick. Good morning, Sophie. Good morning. Good morning, Parmesh. Yes, those all new to the channels, please kindly subscribe the channel for more videos and updates. Please like the session for your representing your presence. Yes, I hope we will start the class as it is 9:05. Let learners join. We will start our class. And I'm Thulasi going to take you wbset quick revision today. And for the June 2024. June 2024 UGC NET examinations. We are going to start the course from December 15th, that is from tomorrow. We are offering a complete course on paper 1 on computer science, and then a combo offer is there, combo for both paper 1 and computer science. Complete course on paper 1 comprises of foundation course, detailed concepts, explanations, and PYQs practice. And we'll be having a live poll will be there for all the practice session, and for doubt clearing sessions will be there every week, and we'll be having a video call group discussion every week, and we'll be having a mock test for whatever content we take. And good morning, Vishwapriya. And as see, we are waiting for UGC's new syllabus to be updated, right? There are some preliminary things is need to be done. Not all the 100% of the syllabus will be changed. That we have to keep in mind. Not 100% of the syllabus will be changed. Only few updations may be done. Few syllabus may be added to that. That we can incorporate into our course that we are going to take from tomorrow onwards. But there are some preliminary basic necessities like data interpretation, aptitude, teaching, research will be there retained back. There will be some kind of new things may be added to the syllabus, right? The rest the things will be the same. Not 100% is going to be changed totally, right? Few updations may be there happened in the syllabus. So learners don't have the doubt of how the UGC has not updated the syllabus. The thing is what, there will be some kind of minor updations may be done there. Okay, so we'll be starting our course from 15th, and we'll be preparing ourselves for the foundation things that are required, prerequisite that are required. So we'll be starting on building those things, and then we'll be starting with a updated syllabus, right? And then these are the fees details. You can verify for 1 month. We can for join paper 1 course 599, 3 months for 1600, and 6 months for 3000. Where with this we can enjoy the live classes daily from 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. 8 to 9:30 p.m. And then this will be going from Monday to Friday, and we'll be having a live interaction will be there every week, and we'll be having a live we'll be having a mock test. Weekly mock test will be there. Weekly doubt clearing session also will be there. You can get the recorded classes, and we can live classes will be there along with the PDFs. You can avail all these things, right? So these are the course details that we are going to start from tomorrow onwards for UGC NET paper 1. Now we're going to have a quick revision on, as I told you yesterday, I'm going to do on communication, logical reasoning, PDE, and higher education. See, today I'm going to take you the most important topics. Quickly we will revise, and also we're going to do some PYQs which has been asked in the earlier wbset. This is my target that I plan to do today. So I'm going to take you the important topics along with the PYQs that have been asked in the wbset. So my time I have set from 9 to 11. So let me check how far I was able to complete, right? As we all know, so learners, I'll be go a little bit quick, like it will be like a running race. I hope learners can come along with me so that we can able to have a quick glance of all the important concepts, right? Yes, and at the back we'll be having the PYQs, there we'll be having the discussion things. Exactly clear. Thank you. So let's start the race, okay? First we start with communication. So what do you make communication? I'll be talking, you are going to understand something. So I have something in my mind that is regarding wbset. I'm going to teach you communication. So I have to convey you clearly through my words, actions, and my expression. Whether that reaches you properly or not, that we call it as communication. Through what I communicate you, through my words I communicate, through my actions I communicate, through my expression I communicate to you. I communicate all my thoughts through these three things, and that we call it as what? Gestural, pictorial, verbal, and don't take this one, verbal and any other format, and that we call it as what? Communication, right? And then people used to respond where there will be a stimuli. I am giving you content, right? That will be a stimulus, and you'll be responding to the way how I am giving you the things, right? This we call communication. And we have 7 C's of communication, very, very important. I have to be clear, concise, concrete, correct, coherent, complete, courteous. Clear means towards wbset communication I have to be very, these points I have to convey. Concise, very short, I have to convey about the communication topic. I have to be very concrete. I should not repeat again and again. I should not be create a fussy thing. Be clear with my points. I have to be give the authenticate message that is correct. Coherent, I have to go with the flow of communication topics, that is coherent. Complete means what? I have to try to give you the enough essence of communication topic when I communicate. Courtesy, I have to be very friendly and polite with you when I communicate. So these are also called as the 7 C's of communication that we have already studied. Just we are going a revision. I hope many of you have written these points. Just make a quick revision of these points. Very good morning, Sneha. And then we have some 4 S's of communication: short, simple, strength, and sincere. Short, simple, strength, and sincere. When I communicate to you, my communication has to be short and sweet. It has to be very simple. Don't make very, very big sentences. It has to be easy for you to understand. That is simple. Strength, I have to give you a authenticated, correct message to you. That is the strength of the message. Sincere, I have to be very sincere towards my learners, right? So that's why I'm taking you this 2-hour session without anything, right? I'm taking you this, sincerely taking you this 2-hour session for helping you for your wbset revision. So my communication is set to be sincere. The sincerity of the sender for improving the process of communication. I have to be very sincere with my words. I have to be very sincere with my content, what I'm giving to you, right? This we call sincere. So during any sort of communication when we do, we have to keep all these 4 things in mind: short, simple, strength, and sincere. Next, very, very important part, important types of communication. Those who are doing their NET examinations, preparing for NET examinations, please kindly go through very easy topic actually this communication is. In this examination also we have got many questions from types of communications, right? Interpersonal communication, intrapersonal, transpersonal, group, mass, verbal, non-verbal, formal, informal. Just we go through everything. Interpersonal means what? When 2 people talk with each other, and that type of communication we call interpersonal communication, right? Your face-to-face, your phone call, sign language, sending a letter, writing a text message, listening to some people, all the things we call it as interpersonal. Between 2 people. Keyword is what? Between 2 people. Between 2 or more people. When I say it's an interpersonal communication. What is intrapersonal communication? Communication which happens within myself, right? It is a person's internal dialogue. Internal dialogue, self-talk. These are all the keywords, right? Self-talk. All these things we call it as what? Intrapersonal communication. When I talk to myself, when I'm just making a dialogue whether to do it or not, when I ask myself the question, and that all things comes under intrapersonal communication. See, for intrapersonal communication, we need to have self-awareness, perceptions, and expectation. Based on these things only, we will be doing what? An intrapersonal communication. Self-awareness, knowing about myself, whether I'll be able to do it or not. Yes, Mohammed Shakil, good morning. Students may ask a question, right, before writing the examinations, right, ma'am, this topic will be difficult. I will not be able to do it. See the word, I will not be able to do it. I am not very good in mathematics. I am not good in logical reasoning. I am, right? When I talk to myself, that is telling myself that I am not good. Then you are not aware of about your strength, right? That we call it as that intrapersonal communication. So what we say to ourselves matters a lot. Perception is what? It's the way we interrupt the environment with respect to others. It's called perception. Through that only we will communicate with ourselves. And expectation. So these are the three important things that we have to remember in intrapersonal communication. So inter means between two or more, intra means within myself. And then comes mass communication. It means imparting, exchanging information through mass media, through a large amount of people. When I communicate, then that we call mass communication. See, print media, magazines, newspapers, articles, novels and all, right, will be reaching a large number of people. And broadcast media, films, television, radio and all comes under the broadcast media. Outdoor transit means what? Billboard hoardings there in the main street, right, will be having a big hoardings will be there to make advertisement, where that advertisement will be communicating to a large number of people. That is billboard or outdoor or transmit media. And then digital media, that all the digital media, online media platforms like websites, internet, podcast, right? Podcast, audio podcast, right? Podcast, online radios, all these things comes under digital media. Okay, digital media. These all comes under the mass communication. Well, what we have to remember is the mass communication, to a large amount of people will be communicating, and those people will be heterogeneous in nature. That is very, very important. This is the key word. Mass communication means I'll be occupying with a large audience, and that will be occupying the heterogeneous set of people. Heterogeneous means what? Each one will be from different background, different age group, different culture, everything will be different, and that we call heterogeneous set of people. Okay? Yes, very good. Next one. Transpersonal means that we talk beyond our sense, right? Beyond our sense when we communicate something, and that we call transpersonal. This comes under psychology thing. Okay, transpersonal communication, where it investigates the experience and extended awareness beyond our individual sense of embodied identity. Okay, it's beyond our sense. The keyword for this transpersonal is it's beyond our sense. Individual sense. Clear? Yes. Kindly do like the session, learners. And then comes group communication. Group communication that we do in colleges, group discussion and all, right? Colleges we used to do group discussion, and in officials, right, they used to do group discussion with 6 to 7 members, right? A small number of groups will sit together and they would discuss a thing and make a decision, right? And that we call group communication. Whenever we do group communication, there are some characteristics, like they have an ideology, they have some set of goals, they have things to motivate people, and that becomes under the group communication. Okay, there are differences between the mass communication and group communication. Don't confuse these two things, mass versus group. Okay, this takes a large number of audience, whereas the group communication takes some 6 to 7, maximum it will be some 10. Of maximum 10 will be the audience, so that will make a discussion. We call it as a group communication. We can take a group discussion as an example. Clear? Yes, next one. Verbal communication. So what do you mean verbal communication? When we communicate through words, that we call it as verbal communication. Okay, we're making a phone call, talking with the people through words we communicate, right? Through words I communicate. Now what I'm doing, I'm communicating through verbal things, right? I'm communicating through words. I'm communicating my knowledge to you through my words, and that we call it as what? Verbal communication. That can also be through writing. That is also a form of words, right? So that we call it as verbal communication. So that verbal communication can be of intrapersonal, interpersonal, small group, public, mass. That's all we just discussed before now. Right. Next comes non-verbal. Very, very important. Very, very important. In this NET 2023, December 2023, we have many questions regarding this non-verbal communication. I hope so. So we can also expect in the upcoming set also, right? Very easy. Appearance, paralinguistic. Paralinguistic means all with respect to your sound. That's your pitch, volume, modulation, and all those things. Bodily movements means what? How I use this body. Gesture means how I use my hands. I'm doing quick revision, so do follow properly. Gesture means my hand. Posture means my body, how I sit, right? How I just sit like this. When I'm tall, I am short, I'm stout. All these things is posture. Facial expression means what? How I express my face, right? Angry, emotion expression, and all we call facial expressions. All these four things from 3 to 6, and this we call it as kinesics. This we call it as kinesics. Eye contact we call it as oculics. How I use my eyebrows, how I use my eyebrows. I blink at classroom, staring at people, right? Staring at people, gazing at people, okay, blinking at something. And all these things communicate to people what we are doing. And that we call it as eye contact. Haptics means what? Touch. Haptics means what? Touch. Proximities means what? Distance. Through what distance I communicate. If I am talking to my daughter, I'll be just hugging my daughter and talk. If I am talking to my relative, there will be a one step distance will be there. Talking to an official means there will be a set of distance will be there. Talking to a stranger, there will be a distance between me and that person. And that we call it as, it will tells you the intimate level between the communicators, right? What is the intimate level between the communicators? And that we call proximity. Chronemics means what? What is the, it talks about the time and the cultural context will be talks about the chronemics. Artifacts means what? The jewelry that I wear will be telling you to which place I belong to. That talks about the communication. That also tells you something. Some jewelries and all tells you that you are from this place, right? It has some own, the cultural meaning is there. And we have environment is nothing but the location where we reside. It also communicates something to the other side people. Very good. These are all the non-verbal communication. And then very, very important, formal, informal communication. And under this, we have a communication, right? Formal means when you want to apply for any certificates from government, right? Any income certificate from government that we can get only from the government. Okay. We have to get the certificate. So I want to get an income certificate from the government. What I have to do? I have to apply the Tahsildar. There is so many steps to be done, to be carried out, and then I'll be getting the income certificate at last. That's the process, right? And that process will be very transparent, and it is very, somewhere it will be slow also, but it will be done. And that we call formal communication. Informal communication means that what we do with our friends, our family members, something we are not of no use, right? When we talk, it's called informal communication, right? Formal communication and informal communication. And then very, very, very important, this one, and that's called was vertical communication, horizontal communication, diagonal communication. Very, very important. Simple questions you may get from this part. Okay, what do you mean by vertical communication? When a manager talks to a director. Again, I repeat, when a manager talks to a director, right? In this way, it's called as what? Vertical communication. Similarly, when a director gives some instruction, gives some order to the manager, that is also what? A vertical communication. When it goes from manager to director, that is called a upward communication. When an order is come from the director to manager, then it is called as a downward communication. When directors of same level talk with each other, and that we call horizontal communication. When a manager of director 1 who works under director 1 talks to the director 2 directly, it's called, right, diagonal communication, where he does not have the direct authority. That's called a diagonal communication. Yes, very good. Next one. Now we go for a few questions, right? I have made you few things so that you can Answer it in a single slide, all the possible questions I have brought here. Try to give the answers, then we'll do it. I think I have given you the most important concepts of all the things, right? So you have to be clear with the types of communications, verbal, non-verbal, all these things. So now we start with the first one, 12th one, this one. What was this one? Number 1. This is number 2. This is number 3. Yes. What was this one? Yes. Yes, come on. Very good. Super. Very good. Just now we discussed. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. The study of body language. Very good. Super. Everyone answering. Please do all answers. Please do answer. Yes, the right answer for this question is kinesics. What do you mean by proximity? Proximity means when I talk about the distance, and that we call proximity. Oculix means what? When I talk about my sound, right? And that we call it comes under paralinguistics. It comes under paralinguistics. What do you mean by haptics? Whenever we talk about communicate something through a touch, we call it as haptics. Clear, learners? Yes, very good. Then kinesics means all my body language. Now we go with the second one. In communication, language is what? Very good. Atutu started answering. In communication, language is what? In communication, language is what? Very good. Very good. Atutu has answer. What about the rest? Please kindly do answer. Yes, very good. I'll zoom. In communication, right? I'm communicating to you, right? Language is what here? Good morning, Janaki. I'm communicating to you. In that, language is what? Language. Atutu, wait. Please kindly do for the thing. Don't do for third one. Please kindly wait. Yes, quick. Very good. Now the answer for this question is In communication, language is a verbal code. Now I am talking to you, right? So now I am giving you a verbal code. What do you mean by non-verbal code? All my actions, right, that we call as a non-verbal code. That you may also get a question in assertions like, right, when we communicate, if my verbal is not satisfied, have a conflict, which one you trust? My non-verbal communication. That through my expression, we can easily able to identify what is my state of uh, now we can able to understand. And that whenever we communicate, right, when there was a conflict in the words, through the verbal communication there was some conflict, we will trust over the non-verbal communication. We can easily understand whether the person is confident or doing some mistake, something we can easily identify. In that course, right, non-verbal communication plays a very important role. Okay, then what do you mean by symbolic code? Iconic code. Iconic code. Symbolic code means what? All by use of symbols, right? We don't use words. We used to have by symbols, and that we call symbolic code. Iconic code is nothing but we use images to convey the thoughts. Now I'm using text here. Few things can be conveyed you through images. So that we call it as what? Iconic code. Through images when I convey something, that's called iconic codes. Through symbols when I convey something, and that's called a symbolic code. Non-verbal code means through actions, all those things, not through words. That's all. Very good. Next one. Umarani, please kindly do answer for the questions I'm asking. Don't answer for the rest, please. Yes. Third question. A video conference between Shushmita in Mumbai, Radhakanta in London, Barun in Guwahati, Jayanti in Singapore, Sadanshu in Tezpur, and Purakashta in Kolkata, and Sunil in Bhubaneswar is what type of communication? It is what type of communication? Quick. Please do answer, Slanas. Yes. Mass communication, group mediated communication, public communication. Very good. Very good. Very good. Group mediated communication. What do you mean by mediated communication? Okay. The right answer for this question is group mediated communication. It means where see there we are using a video conference. Through a video conferencing, I'm making a group communication. That's why through technology, I'm just using to do a communication, and that's called group mediated communication. Clear? Mass communication is for large audience with a heterogeneous data people. It's called mass communication. Group communication with the same thing. If Sushmita, Radhakant, Varun, Jayanti, Sudashnu, and Purakashita and Sunil, they all discuss together in a room means that is group communication. They all communicate through a video conference means it's group mediated communication. Okay? Yes. Yes. Atutu, it's not intermediate. It is like through technology. They are doing it through the video conferencing. Okay? That we call a group mediated communication. Clear? Vishwapriya, Sophie, Parmesh, those who have given me B as the answer. Those who have given me B as the answer, can you know why C has been the answer? Because here they have done through the video conferencing. They need a mediate person to do the communication. They need a technology, and that technology is called video conferencing. Clear, learners? Yes. Very good. Super. Next, fourth one. Do the next one. Very good. Very good. Do the next one. Yes. Fourth one. To the fourth one. Very good. Answer. The study of role of time in communication is known as chronemics, semiotics, paralanguage, kinesics. Yes, very good. All giving right answers. The right answer for this question is chronemics. It's time of communications, chronemics. What do you mean by semiotics? See, in semiotics, in language, when I communicate, right, we had a term called sign. We had a term called a sign, right? The study of meaning, making the meaning, the study of understanding the sign process, and that we call the semiotics. Okay, so when it comes under semiotics, we have three major important one, and that is called syntactic. We have pragmatic, and we have a semantic. These are the three important terms that we have to use with semiotics. What do you mean by syntactic? Syntactic means rules. When I communicate, right, and I communicate, there are some rules for the signs and symbols that I use. Okay, for the signs and symbols, there are some rules that I have to follow, and that's called as syntactics. Pragmatic means what? Pragmatic means it is I'm talking to you people, right? I'm having talking to you through my signs and expression. I'm talking to you, right? And that we call pragmatic. Okay, that we call pragmatic. What in a semantic? Semantic means meaning. Through my actions, right, I convey you something, right? Through my signs, I convey you something, and that study we call semantic. So these are the three important terms that we have to remember with respect to uh, in communication, right? So pragmatic means how I communicate to you. Okay, how I use my language to connect with you, so that I will be able to any kind of learners I will be able to accommodate you. That's called as what? Pragmatic communication or a pragmatics. Just study. Okay, clear? It is nothing but concerned with the interaction with the people. Yes. Okay, now I move to the next. These are the questions being asked in the last previous year WB set. There are less number of questions being actually asked from communication. So now I just want to move to the next topic, that is going to be from PD. Okay, we will start with the PD. Yes, now we are going to start. Is it okay? Now I am going to start. Next is going to be upcoming next is PDE. Is it okay with communication, or you have any doubts in communication? You can post me. Do you have any doubts? Shall I move to the next one? Yes. Yes, learners. I hope I can move to the next one. Okay. So now I'm going to start with PDE. That is first start from MDG, Millennium Development Goal. Yes. Okay. Very good. So what is Millennium Development Goal? Why is being started? It is being started in the year 2000, and they have planned to make it from 2000 to 2015. This is the target year. For what they made these things, there are totally 8 goals. There are totally 8 goals in MDG. What are all those 8 goals? What are all they mentioned for? They are mentioned for, as I told you as a story, there is a boy called Ram, right? No need to have Ram. I have a person called X. I have a person called X. There is a boy called X, and that boy is extremely hunger and he don't have food, and he's a very poor. So I have to eradicate his poverty and hunger. So I'm giving him very good food. Okay, after giving food, it is enough. I want to give him a very good primary education. So I just want to give him and also his friends of all his group give primary education, right? Primary education. And now not only for this X, this boy alone I want to give, I also have to give for all the girls also in that place, and also women are also there who doesn't have that much of thing. So I have to promote the gender equality and empower women in his place. In his place, his sister has not been educated, his mother has not been educated. So I want to promote gender equality in his place. And then what I have to do, I have to reduce the child mortality. Why? In his place, his mother is very weak, so that the child is being dead very oftenly, the children are dying in their place. So I have to reduce the child mortality in this place. So for that, what I have to do, I have to improve the maternal health. When I improve the maternal health, the child mortality will decrease. So I concentrate on ex mothers to be healthy. I have to improve the maternal health of that place. And then there are people who have been in this 2090s and all, we have HIV, AIDS, and malaria and other diseases has been very widespread. And I think so, 19 late 80s and 90s and all, we had a very huge widespread of AIDS disease and all, right? So in that period, the UN wanted to combat HIV, AIDS, malaria, and other diseases. And then by making this very clear, they will ensure an environment sustainable, and through which they can create a global partnership with all the people for developing that particular place where X resides. I think you understand the story. X is a boy where he resides. He's very poor and very hunger, and also his peer group is also very poor. So I'm just giving him food. Food alone is not important. He has to give a primary education. Not alone boys has to be given education. The girls also supposed to be given education, and also the women in this place also to be educated. And that's we call gender equality. And this gender equality is to be done so that the child mortality has to be reduced there, because the women in that place are very weak. That's why. So I have to improve their maternal health, and in that place there are many people who have been infected by malaria, AIDS, and many diseases. So I have to give them healthy things to combat against these diseases, and then to that it can ensure environmental sustainability, and a global partnership can be developed. So these are the major things with respect to MDG. You have to remember the MDG years, MDG goals, and MGD targets. Right? Clear? Very important. You'll be asked questions from SDG, MDG, for sure. Clear, learners? Yes. 1 minute. Yes, it's from 2000 to 2015. It was signed by UN. Yes. And it has 18 targets. 8 goals, 18 targets. Okay? Yes, very good. Now, let I move to SDG. After SDG, I'll be starting the questions. Yes. Yes, now I move to SDG. SDG, this we have totally 17 goals. Started in the year 2012, because they have understood that 2015 is not enough to overcome all the 8 goals, right? The Millennium Development Goals, they have decided that 15 years is not enough. So what they decided, we need one more 15 years to be needed. So they framed a sustainable development goal from 2015 to 2030, Agenda 30. Agenda 30. So 2015 to 2030, they framed a 15 years of time. In that 15 years, they have to achieve this 17 goals, right? They have to achieve these 17 goals, and they had totally, and this we call it as Agenda 30. Agenda 30. Yes, clear? I'll just, so kindly note down those who are new to this one. Very, very important in wbset. Many a question has been come from this SDG 2030. Okay, yes. So totally we have totally 17 goals that you have to remember. Very, very important, and this has been started in the year 2015 to 2030. Clear, learners? Yes. What is the keywords? No poverty, zero hunger. The boy X is there. The boy is very poor. See what they have done. That 8 goals has been spreaded to 17 goals. See, there poverty and hunger in the same thing. Now what they have done, they have made it into a single one. Poverty, hunger as a separate one. So poverty, hunger. Third one, they have to be given a good health and well-being, and then quality education. The first three components, right? Poverty, zero hunger, and wealth and well-being of a single person. And then what they have done? Quality education. SDG 4 is very, very important. This will be also connected to teaching aptitude. Teaching aptitude. This will be also be comes under the teaching aptitude, quality education. And then gender equality, all the people has to be equally treated, that is gender equality. And clean water sanitization, it comes under what? The people who resides there, they don't have enough proper clean water, so they have to be given with the clean water sanitization. What is this affordable and clean energy? Our ISA is there, right? International Solar Alliance. Thus comes under the SDG 7, clean and affordable energy. Okay. And recent work and economic growth, industry, innovation and infrastructure, reduced inequalities. I have actually given you as a story here. Now if I take the story again, it will take a long time, so that I don't want to repeat the story. I just give you the important terms and points only alone. Okay, remember the years 2015-18 and the goals, and it is Agenda 30, and the SDG 4 is teaching with respect to teaching. SDG 7 with the clean and affordable energy is SDG 7, and you have to remember the concepts like climatic action. Climatic action comes under, in PDE you have UNFCCC, right? UNFCCC, climatic action, all the flood, all the global warming, all comes under this climatic actions, right? And life below water, life on the land, or the SDG 14 and 15, peace and justice, strong institutions, and 17 for participation for the, partnership for the goals. These are the important, very important keywords that you have to remember with respect to SDGs. Okay, now I move to the questions. Quickly we can do, first you do this question. Please answer for what I'm asking you the question. How many goals are there in the Sustainable Development Goal, SDGs? Quick. In net, they're asking different kind of question. In set, it was set of easy questions. Quick. Yes, very good, very good, very good, very good. Yes, the right answer for this question is option number 17. 17 goals are there, right? Then answer this question. Answer this one. What are the primary goals of sustainability? What are the primary goals of sustainability? Quick. What are the sustainable goals? Primary goals of sustainability. Yes. Done? Very good. The primary goals of sustainability to end poverty and hunger definitely would be there. All the options of A. To achieve the gender equality, yes, it is there. It is goal number 4. It is goal number 4. Please kindly do check where we have 3, 1 and 3 so that you can eliminate the other options. All the options have also 3 also. What is 2? Better standards of education and healthcare, particularly as it pertains to water quality and better sanitization. Yes, we had that also. Sustainable economic growth while promoting jobs and stronger economies, that is also there, right? These are the primary goals of sustainability. Clear, learners? Yes. The right answer for this question is option D. Next comes, okay, wait, we will see these questions and then we will come to these questions back. We will see the greenhouse gases, ozone depletion, and then we'll come to this question. Okay, 1 minute. Yes. Now tell me, what are all the greenhouse gases? I just divide this into 3: greenhouse gases, ozone depleting substances, and we have things with respect to pollution. So we'll just cover all these 3 things and then we'll go for the questions. Greenhouse gases. What are the greenhouse gases? Yes. Come on, quick, quick, quick. Primary greenhouse gases. Let me know the primary greenhouse gases. Carbon dioxide, water vapor, methane, ozone. Yes, right. And then we have gases like N2O, nitrogen dioxide. Then, very good, Vishwapriya. Good. Do answer. When I am alone talking, it not be good, right? Yes. Okay. Yes, very good. CO2, H2O, O3, CH4, N2O. Very good. Yes. So this all comes under. Along with that, we have some thing like SF6, SF6, NF3. Yes, these are all the greenhouse gases. Direct greenhouse gases gas comes under the control of Kyoto Protocol. Kyoto Protocol. Okay, they have to reduce. What are all those things? Carbon dioxide, methane, N2O, SF6, NF3. All these are HFCs, and PFCs. These are the important greenhouse gases that comes under Kyoto Protocol, which has to be reduced in the upcoming year so that the greenhouse emissions can be reduced. So are kindly aware of these gases also with respect to Kyoto Protocol. Very good, super. Yes, HFC, CFC, SF6, PFCs are all man-made. CO2, H2O, O3, and CH4 and N2 are all natural things that are there in the atmosphere. And we have also got a question in the net examination with respect to what is the maximum contribution of greenhouse gases in the that is CO2. CO2 gives the maximum contribution in the atmosphere. Yes, clear? Yes. And now we move to ozone depleting substances that we have to remember. CFCs comes under the ozone depleting substances. Okay, CFCs, halogens, and carbon tetrachloride, right? Carbon tetrachloride, and then methyl chloroform, that is CH3CCl3. CH3CCl3, this comes under methyl chloroform. Methyl chloroform. These comes under the ODS, ozone depleting substances. Don't worry, now I can also connect you with what it has been related to. HBFCs and HCFCs. Hydrobromofluorocarbon, hydrochlorofluorocarbon. Okay. And then methyl bromide. This has been asked a question, methyl bromide. These are all we called as ODS. ODS is related to what? Montreal Protocol. ODS is related to what? Montreal Protocol. Montreal Protocol is being connected to what? Kiagil Protocol. Okay, Kiagil Protocol. Yes, clear? Kindly do note all these terms, very, very important. You may get in the examination, we get this kind of question. You may feel bored of what not studying this one, but that's very, very important. SDG, MDG, CFG, ODS, pollution, and protocols. That's all. PDE, we can cover the maximum area. I hope those who are following me regularly, you know, right? These are all very, very important. In the examinations, you have got many questions from these things. Yes, clear. And then next comes to pollution. When it comes to pollution, we have what? Air pollution, we have water pollution, and we have noise pollution, right? With respect to air pollution, what you are supposed to be aware of the particulate matters, right? PM, particulate matters, we have to be very, very aware. PM 2.5, PM 10. PM 10, right? Yes, are you noting down? Very good. Very, very important with respect to pollution, greenhouse gases. Okay, what are all the pollution that that comes under air pollution? It is particulate matter and ground level ozone. Ground level ozone. What do you mean by ground level ozone? I have told you in the earlier classes. See, we have ozone here, right? We have a ozone layer. We have two layers here. One is troposphere, another one is stratosphere here. Okay, stratosphere here. And this ground level ozone is very, very harmful to human beings. As it goes in, as the ozone is there in the stratosphere, is very good, because that only retract the UV radius which comes there from the external, from the sun, and it just emits back. But when the ozone is here, means the chemical reaction, what it happens, it harmful to the human being. So the ground, that is called the troposphere ozone or ground level ozone. So that is said to be a air pollutant. Okay, that is said to be a air pollutant, ground level ozone. Note the point very clearly. And then we have lead. We have lead, lead. And then we have aluminium, right? And then we have a nitrogen dioxide. Okay, nitrogen dioxide. These are the harmful air pollutants. Air pollutants. So air pollutants is being measured by air quality index. Okay, how much of particulate matter is there in the atmosphere through which they will be measuring. And ground level ozone is a pollutant, aluminium is a pollutant, lead is a pollutant, nitrogen dioxide is a pollutant, sulfur dioxide is also a pollutant. Why sulfur dioxide? Now I'll give you a question, try to answer that one. Okay, yes. Wait, I'll give you the question. Huh, yes. This we also have got question in the examination. Right. Yes. Answer this question. A Taj Mahal is threatened due to the effect of dash. I'm just giving you the gist of all the topics. That Taj Mahal is threatened due to the effect of dash. Okay, Bishwapriya, don't worry, I'll wait. Very good. Sulfur dioxide. Yes. I'm very happy that I have 12 live learners. I'm just helping you to clear your WB set in the 4 units. So very good morning, Rajalakshmi, Ashwini. So please kindly do follow for more updates. Very good. The right answer for this question is sulfur dioxide. Yes. So that is what reacting with water in the atmosphere, and that it's creating a sulfuric acid. And that sulfuric acid, we call it as what? Acid rain. Yes, and that we call it as what? Acid rain. Yes, clear? Yes, because of that only the color is been changing, the monuments is been affecting because of the acid rain. Yes, clear. Very good. And try to do this one. Yes. Try to do this question. I will explain. Try to do this question. I will explain. This we also have studied. Which of the following is a cause of extinction of plants and animals in water? This question. Which of the following is a cause of extinction of plants and animals in water? Yes. Very good. Very good. Very good. What term we have studied along with this word? The right answer for this question is oxygen depletion. We have learned something regarding this oxygen depletion. What is that term? Do you remember? You remember what is that term? Yes, you remember? So, right, I'll write here. Because of oxygen depletion, the water bodies will get die, right? So, that is the reason. Here we have studied a concept called dissolved oxygen. Thus tells you dissolved oxygen. What is the dissolved oxygen? The amount of oxygen is there in that water body, right? Amount of oxygen which is there in the water body, we call it as dissolved oxygen. What happens with this dissolved oxygen get decreases? It decreases. What happens? The water bodies will be may able not able to live in that one, not able to survive in that one. If the dissolved oxygen levels become slow in the water bodies, then the aquatic organics will not be able to survive, and the quality of the water will also be get defected, right? If the dissolved oxygen get decreases, the aquatic organisms will not survive, will not able to survive, and the water quality also be get affected. Water quality affected, and that we call the dissolved oxygen. Okay, and there is a term you can also note it down for your examination. It's called hypoxia. Called hypoxia. IPO. HYPOXIA. Hypoxia means what? It refers to low or depleted oxygen in the water level. Depleted oxygen in the water body. This is the technical term that we use for telling the decreased oxygen level or the oxygen level decrease, that we call hypoxia. Why this hypoxia comes means there will be a more number of algae will be there. Okay, some certain species of algae will be more, that will lead to this hypoxia. Yes. So, right, and here comes another concept like BOD. Yesterday examination they asked a question from BOD and COD. Biological, what do you mean by BOD? BOD, COD? BOD, COD. BOD means biochemical oxygen demand. Biochemical oxygen demand. And what do you mean by COD? COD means chemical oxygen demand. It's called chemical oxygen demand. Yes, very good. What do you mean by biochemical oxygen demand? It is an amount of oxygen where the organisms which live there, right, they break down into organic materials, and that we call bio-oxygen demand. What do you mean by COD? It is amount of oxygen required to break down those organic materials that we call the COD. Okay, it's called COD. Right. Kindly note it down, very, very important for the examination point of view. BOD, COD, dissolved oxygen. Any doubt? Yes, very good, very good. Now you do these questions. Then we have other questions like, do this one. What is the instruments used for measuring earthquake? Easy question. Yes, very easy question. We have studied in schools, right? Now, very, very important topic is going to come, that is protocols. Be ready for protocol. Very good. The right answer is seismograph. Next comes noise pollution. The noise pollution is created if the noise is in excess of what? When it becomes a noise pollution. When it becomes a noise pollution. Right answer for this one? Industry, commercial, residence, and silent zone. Right. And day and night here. Raise this one. Day and night here. Yes. What will be for industry? It's 75. This is 70. Commercial 65. 55. And this is 55. And this is 45. And for silent zone, it is 50 and it is 40. Very good. The right answer for this question is when it exceeds, right? See the question. The noise pollution is created if the noise in the excess of 80 to 100 decibels, and that is called a noise pollution, because in industry level itself it comes up to 75 decibels. 50 to 60 decibel is there in the commercial, silence to commercial zone, and 70 to 75 that can be in the industry level. 50 to 60 can be in the range of residence and silence level. So 80 to 100 decibel if the noise is there means then it is literally, it is a noise pollution. Have you watched this World Cup, right? In World Cup, after the first wicket and second wicket, I hope so, nearly it is 127 to 79 decibels during the World Cup. During the World Cup, after the first wicket, after the first wicket of India's got, right, at that time the decibel was 129 decibel. At that time, that much of cheer that India has been given, but that is a noise pollution. Clear, learners? Right? So just kindly note down this chart, very very useful. Industry, the day it should be 75 decibels, and night it should be, the sound really should be 70 decibels, right? Similarly for commercial places, the at the daytime the noise should be in the range of 65 decibels. The night it should be 55 decibel. In the residential area, at the daytime it should be 55 decibels. In the night it should be 45 decibels. In the silence area, right, a very silent zone like theme park, like yogic meditation centers and all those places, there at day level it should be 50 decibels. In the night it should be 40 decibels, right? So these are the ranges that is being meant for the noise pollution. Because of noise pollution, which will be affected are physiological and psychological will be affected. One time there has been a question, what will be affected because of the noise? See, because of air, our respiratory system will be affected, right? Because of lead in the it may be lead to cancers, right? Because of water pollution you may be affected with all kinds of waterborne diseases will be there. But noise pollution will be creating you diseases with respect to your eardrums, and also with psychologically. If someone plays a song with a high volume, means what will be first happened, you'll be get irritated, right? Psychological impact will be there when a noise pollution is being there. Okay, clear, learners? Yes, so these are all about the important terms of this thing. And now comes a very, very important question from protocols, right? Protocols Earth Summit. You do this question and then I will tell you. First, you do this question and then I'll tell you. Actually, I cannot zoom this one. But it's a big question. Is it visible? This question is visible? Because if I zoom in, it's getting break. Is it visible? We'll make it two parts. First, look at this one and then we'll go for this. Yes. These are all about the protocols, right? Protocols, conventions, and all these things. Next slide, we will see all the protocols. Don't worry. I will read. The Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, with more than 178 countries adopted Agenda 21. This time they've asked this question in computer science. I hope so. Not computer science, in English they've asked this question. Millennium Summit at UN headquarters in New York led to the elaboration of 8 Millennium Development Goals to reduce extreme poverty by 2015. When it was happened? That's a question. United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development Goal, Rio plus 20. Rio de Janeiro it happened. Future we want. Sustainable Development Goal. And then United Nations Sustainable Development Summit where 2030. This is Agenda 30. Okay, this is Agenda 30. When it happened? Quick. Very good. See the options I'm giving you. See, this is the options. If you find out one, easily you can get it. If you find out one option, it'll be easily. Very good, Sudha. Sorry, Muttamil. Muttamil, very good. Many of you have answered. Yes. Right, moving to the answer. The right answer for the question is option C. See, the Rio Earth Summit happened in the year June 1992. Okay. Millennium Summit at UN headquarters, it happened in the year 2000. That's why it's been millenniums. MDG is from which year to which year? It is from 2000 to 2015. Very good. Atutu, Vishwapriya, Sophie, Ashwini, very good. And Earth Summit, it happened in the year 1992. Now I'll tell you the story along with this one. 1992 Earth Summit was being happened, and in that Earth Summit we have three important things that's been decided. That is a UNFCCC, CBD, and we have UNCCD. Yes, what is that UNFCCC? UNFCCC is mainly meant about the climatic change. CBD is mainly meant for the biological convention. UNCCD is meant for desertification, drought, and all those things. And it's been signed in the year 1992, and this is mainly meant for climate change. Now we'll see the story. Wait. And then United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development Rio de Janeiro, that is Rio plus 20. This happened in the year what? 2012. Right? And Agenda 30 is being done in the year 2050. Clear? Very good, very good, very good, very good. Answer this question and then we'll go for protocols. So that maximum of PD will be over. Answer this question. Yes. Which of the following is not an MDG? Which of the following is not an MDG? So the following is not an MDG. Quick. Why so much of time? Just now we drawn, right? Many of you may think it's a easy concept, why to answer, why to concentrate, but see, this is what the thing happened. Many of you may think why to concentrate, it's all simple, this all easy, we have studied earlier before, but not giving answers for the simple one. Only very few. Atutu, Muttamal, Ashwini, Rajeshwari, Vishwapriya is giving now, Sophie giving now. Okay, the right answer for this question, just now we discussed, right, the MDG, right? Eradicate, universal education, gender equality, child mortality, maternal health, HIV/AIDS, environmental sustainability, global partnership for development. Yes, the right answer for this question is what? Option B. Safe drinking, clean water sanitization has been there in the SDG, not in the MDG. Clear? This was there in the MDG. SDG. What is the goal number? Can anyone tell me? I'll give you chocolates. If anyone tell me what is the goal number of the option B. What is the goal number of SDG? Clean water and sanitization. Can anyone tell me? Oh, what is the SDG goal number? What is the SDG goal of clean water and sanitization? No answer. You may expect question from the goal numbers as it is easy, right? You may expect a question from goal numbers. Rajalakshmi, it is 5. Is it 5? I am asking regarding safe drinking water, sanitization and hygiene. What is this? All giving 5, 5, 5. Vishwapriya, look at the option. Sophie, Rajalakshmi, it's goal number 6. It is goal number 6. Rajeshwari, 14 to 16 is not with respect to safe water drinking. 14 to 16 is with respect to life below water. Wait, I'll go to SDG. Then you have not very clear with SDG then. See, first SDG goal is no poverty. That boy X is very poor. I have to take him from the poverty. As he is poor, he is very hunger also, so I have to give him some food. I have given him food, but he was very, very weak, so I have to give him good health and well-being. I'm taking care of his health. Okay, I have given him good food. I've reduced his hunger. I have given him a very good health. And then what I have to give him? I have to give him a very good quality education. I have to give him. Okay. Plus, please imagine what I am telling you the story. Please imagine. Okay. Imagine the story. There is a boy, very poor boy. You imagine a small boy. There is no people to take care of him. He's very poor. His family is also suffering in the poverty. And then he have to bring him up. First, what we will do? We will give him food. Okay. So he is poor. So I have to eradicate that one. Through food, I'll start to do it. And then I used to clean him. I have to clean him. I have to give him good dress. I have to check his health condition. That is good wealth and health being. And he is very good, he is having his good food, then what I'm going to give him? I have to give him a good quality education. I will join him in a nearby primary school for a good quality education. And not only that, boy is being sent along with his sister is also being sent to the school. That is gender equality. You can think why I am taking boy as an example, right? Here, when it comes to gender equality, I want the girl child of that family has to be sent, so the girl child also will send. Gender equality. Next, the mother in that family has to take care, right? She will be going for a long distance to take water. So the clean water sanitization has to be built up in that family. They want to go for restrooms for a long distance. For drinking water, they have to go for a long distance, so that the basic need of water has to be built for them. So that is clean water and sanitization has to be built. Okay, I have done to them. And they have to give the electricity for their home by means of giving affordable clean energy. How, ma'am? We can give solar lights, right? We can help them by means of solar lights. Solar energy lights can be built up there. Setup can be done there. That is affordable and clean energy. Okay. That family has been built up in such case. But they have to go for money, right? What they can be done? Decent work can be given to that family member, like the male and the female, right, who work there. I can give them a decent work for them, so that their economic level will grow, right? So slowly what they do, they earn, and they've started a small business, and that small business is industry, innovation and infrastructure. They started to build a small business there, right? And what they did, they also joined many people in their localities towards their business, so they reduce the inequalities. Reduce the inequalities. They give opportunity to all the people who are around them in their business, small business. And then slowly they started to grow, and their city becomes a sustainable city and community. Their community becomes very good, right? What do you mean by sustainable city and community? Where the people have good food, good health, good shelter, and that we call sustainable city and community. So that boy, right, the boy and his family slowly started developing, growing, now in the stage of sustainable city and community, right? And slowly what they started to do, they are very, very responsible for what they are producing, and what they are giving to the society. So their responsible consumption and production is important, right? And slowly they have to concentrate on the climatic change. Why? Because they have started the business, they have to concentrate of what they give back to the climate by means of their factory or industry, whatever it may be. That is what climatic action. And through their industries, what they do, release, right? That wastage and all they're disposing, right? That has to be concerned when they give it to the ground. That is life below water they have to imagine, and also the life on the land they have to imagine. So that they create a very peaceful and strong institution, and by which they extend their business to the other place also. This is a small story. Are you all following me, learners? Are you all following me? Yes. So this is a small story about STG. Just remember, in case of WB set, you'll be asked with the goal numbers. Sequence can be asked. sequence can be asked, goal numbers can be asked, what are all the climatic action goals can be asked, affordable energy can be asked, clean water can be asked, quality education can be asked. These are very, very important terms that can be asked. I think you're following my story. This is all about SDG, MDG, and the pollution that I've covered. Okay, and next I move to protocols. I hope it will be useful to you. Next I move to protocols. Yes, very, very important. Coming to protocols. 1. So let me start with the first protocol. The protocol, I'm good, Usha ma'am. I'm very good. Yes. 1 minute, I will change the slide to be presented. Now I move to protocols and environment, very, very important. First protocol started in the year 1971, that is Ramsar Convention, Ramsar sites. We have 75 Ramsar sites. And in 75 Ramsar sites, India has been a part of Ramsar site in the year 1982. And Tamil Nadu has 14 Ramsar sites, and we have 10 in UP. And it is mainly meant for preserving the wetlands, right? Wetlands has to be preserved, like lakes, sanctuaries, right? Ponds and all has to be preserved, and that's we call it as Ramsar site. Next comes Stockholm Declaration, happened in the year 1972, and that we call it as one common, only one earth. Under the name of only one earth, it has been conducted, and that is mainly meant for what? Environmental protection. In the year 1972, it was been done, right? And then in the year 1973, we had CITES, that is Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Fauna and Flora. That is what? All the plants and the species will be there, right? Trading of these species, endangered species, it may not extinct in the world, because they are not preserved properly, right? So those kind of things has to be preserved in the year 1973. And in that sites, they are important. 3 appendix has been done. In the first appendix, most endangered among sites listed animals and plants. Appendix 2, with species that are not necessarily threatened with extinctions, but they become under the endangered one. So in appendix 3 is illegal exploitation. If you have seen, there are some kind of species will be traded from one place to another place illegally. All these things comes under these 3 appendixes. So we have to preserve those plants and animals so that they will not be extinct in the universe in future. So that kind of things is being called sites in the year 1973. And then next comes the CMS, that is Convention on Migratory Species. That is from one place to another place, the birds may migrate for seasons, and that we call it as what? CMS. That happened in the year 1979. It came into force 1983, and that we call it as what? Migratory species. Migratory means one place to another place. If they move, that we call migratory, and that's called as Bonn Convention. What do you mean? Bonn means what? It is in Germany. In that place only this convention is being happened. That's why it's called as Bonn Convention. Okay. Yes, very good. And it is mainly meant for wild animals which moves from one place to another place. It can be of terrestrial, marine, or avian. Okay, land, through water, through air, whatever may it moves from one place to another place. Here we are giving a temporary shelter to those animals, right? And then comes the year 1985. Please kindly note down the years in the sequence so that you can remember very, very well. Nairobi in the year 1985 it happened. It is mainly meant for what? Sea program. It is a sea program, and it is mainly meant for to preserving the Western Indian Ocean, right? to protect the marine environment. It started in the year 1984, it's Nairobi Convention. And then the same year, we have another convention called Vienna Convention. See, we have three important protocols with respect to we have three important protocols with respect to ozone. What all those protocols means? We have Vienna, we have Montreal, and we have Kigali. These are very, very important convention, protocol, and amendment regarding ozone. Okay, please kindly have it in your memory. Vienna in the year 1985, Montreal 1987, Kigali in the year 2016. Okay, don't forget the years. Vienna 85, Montreal 87, Kigali 2016. Okay, I will tell when it come into force and all at the see. What is the Vienna's main work is to they wanted to protect the ozone layer, so that they started to working on the things that's Vienna protocol, but they are not able to do. Then comes Montreal protocol. They worked on the substances which affect the ozone layer. Okay, so they worked on the substances that ozone layer, that is nothing but HFCs, refrigerant and all, right, and that we have focused on. So next comes Kigali amendment. They made on HFCs, hydrofluorocarbons. They have started to focus, but all these things with respect to ozone. Okay, right. And then next comes in the year 1987, Brundtland Commission. They worked on our common future, how to create a sustainable future. That is their main focus. That comes in the year 1987. Okay, and next in the year and this is all about the ozone. Just now I taught you, right? Troposphere, stratosphere. The ozone which is there in this troposphere is very harmful to the human beings. Which is there in this stratosphere, what it does is it saves the ozone layer. Okay, it saves the ozone layer. Okay, right. So because of the depletion by ozone depleting substances like CFCs, HFCs, alones and all, right, they deplete the ozone layer. Okay, right. Very good. Next one. Next comes very, very important, 1992 Agenda 21. This was being asked in the English, I think so. This was being asked in net English exams. It was being asked. The same question being asked. And Rio Earth Summit in the year 1992. And what is the major purpose of this Rio Summit? It's been conducted by United Nations Conference on Environment and Development. Okay, it is a conference called Environment and Development, and it is named Earth Summit in the year 1992. They had three important documents has been released. One is the declaration, another one is Agenda 21, another one is Forest Principles. What is there in the Rio Declaration is, in the Rio Declaration, they add details regarding how to guide the countries towards this sustainable development, right? Agenda 21 is that the non-binding action plan for UN regarding the sustained development. Forest principles regarding the conserving the forest. All these things with the three important documents. You may also get questions with these three documents. See, please kindly take anything, it's will not be asked, but anything single word is important here in this document, right? And then this is very, very important. I given you as a small, just very important. Just take down only these 3 points. The outcomes of 1992 Earth Summit. The outcome of 1992 Earth Summit is UNFCCC, CBD, and UNCCD. What is UNFCCC? United Nations Framework for Climatic Change Convention. Sorry, Convention on Climatic Change. Convention on Climatic Change. The main focus of this one is to reduce the greenhouse gases. It is to reduce the greenhouse gases. And this UNFCCC is meant for greenhouse gases, right? It has two important things, and one is Kyoto Protocol, another one is Paris Agreement. What is Kyoto Protocol? Kyoto Protocol is being signed in the year 1997 and came into force 2005. Paris Agreement was signed in the year 2016, right? The main focus of both the things is to reduce the greenhouse gas emission. Yes, the main focus is to reduce the greenhouse gas emission. And next comes the CBD, that is biological diversity. They focused on two things. One is Cartagena Protocol and another one is Nagoya Protocol. Cartagena Protocol is mainly meant for what? It is mainly meant for the modern biotechnology, whether it should not be harmful to mankind. The modern biotechnology. Good morning, Sudha Panwar. Very good morning. So it should not be harmful to human society, and that is one been proposed in the Cartagena Protocol in the year 2000 and Nagoya Protocol in the year 2010. It is talking about the genetic resources. How to preserve the genetic resources, right? That was been there in the Nagoya Protocol. UNCCD is meant for desertification, drought and all these things, right? Desertification. Right? And this is what the main concern of UNCCD. And then next comes, these are the things that I have discussed here. UNFCCC 1992, and it has started in the year 1992, 1994. And here comes very important one, that is COP, that is Conference of Parties. Conference of Parties means whom? They will be take care of all the conventions meetings that have been happened with respect to climatic change. And this main objective of this one is to prevent the anthropogenic activities. What is anthropogenic? Man-made activities we have to control. That is this with respect to COP. And recently what COP has been happening now, it is COP 28. You may get in wbset. Yes. Thank you, Sudha. Thank you. Good morning, Devani ma'am. No problem, Devani ma'am. And COP 28. COP 21 has been happened in Germany, and it's COP 28. It's not 27, 28. COP 28 is been it's been over. It's been done, right? In Dubai last week done, right? Modi ji also went there, right? So COP 28 has been the last one held in Dubai. Yes, very good, Atitu. Very good, very good. So now these are all the details about the Kyoto Protocol. So Kyoto Protocol started in the year what? I said, right? 1997 and came into force in the year 2005. See, 1997, 2005. Here what we have to remember is, thank you, Sudha. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And Kyoto Protocol, you have to remember two things. It's for reducing the greenhouse gases, right? So they made a cutting period, right? What is that? Commitment period. They made a commitment period to cut down the greenhouse gases. Yes. The commitment period here, this is 2008. This is 2008. So what is the commitment period? They set a target of how to cut down the emissions of greenhouse gases. The first phase is from 2008 to 12, and they made us 5% has to be reduced. And in 2013 to 20, they said 18% to be reduced. These are the two important things that you have to remember with the Kyoto Protocol. The year when it has been signed, when it came into force, for what greenhouse gases, we have already noted what are all the greenhouse gases. And in phase one, they just targeted to reduce 5% of greenhouse gases has to be emitted. And the 2013 to 20, they targeted to reduce 18% of the greenhouse gas has to be reduced. This is what about the Kyoto Protocol. Paris Agreement in the year 2015. This is called COP21, and it is being replaced by Kyoto Protocol. Okay, and here what they targeted is, this point is very, very important. To reduce the greenhouse gas emission in an effort to limit a global temperature increase in this century to well below 2 degrees Celsius below pre-industrial levels, while pursuing means to limit the increase by 1.5 by 2100. Very, very important point. This has been asked in many a times the examination. If this greenhouse gas emission is not being followed, what will happen? It will be, see, these are all the things will happen. Many of the places will become uninhabited, where the place will not be suitable for human beings to live in that place. Many of the species will be extinct, and the economic losses will be increasing a lot. So these all the things will happen when we are not focusing on reducing the greenhouse gas emission. Right? When you're not focusing on the greenhouse gas emission, these things will all be happening. Yes. Very good. So then next comes the intended nationally determined contribution. This is with respect to Paris Agreement. These countries have set, sorry, this INDC, right? They have set this as the number amount of CO2 has to be emitted by each country has been determined, right? If they emit so too much of carbon dioxide, means what? Their place will be polluted, right? So this will be determined by this people. INDC, intended nationally determined contribution, right? So this is all about the Kyoto Protocol, Paris Agreement with respect to UNFCCC. Next comes the CBD. CBD 1992, it has been done and it came into force in the year 1993. Okay, and here they had important things like Cartagena Protocol and Nagoya Protocol. Very simple, easily you can remember. This is with respect to modern biotechnology. It started in the year 2000, came into force 2003. Nagoya Protocol in the year 2010 and it came into force 2014. Simple, right? 2010, it came into force 2014. This is mainly meant for genetic resources. This is meant for genetic resources. And this is meant for the modern biotechnology. Clear? Yes. So UNFCCC, again I conclude you what are all the things. UNFCCC, here we have Kyoto, here we have Paris. Okay, and these things are mainly meant for greenhouse gases. And in CBD, it is meant for 1992. It's for biological diversity. Here we have Cartagena and here we have Nagoya Protocol. And this is mainly in the year 2000 and Nagoya in the year 2010, Cartagena in the year 2000. This is meant for modern biotechnology. This is meant for genetic resources, accessing the genetic resources. And then next, Stockholm Convention. This is with respect to POPs. POP means what? Persistent organic pollutants. Okay. But what is the persistent organic pollutants? All the DDT, dioxins, furans, right? All these things, pesticides that we use in agriculture, all these things comes under this POP. POP. Okay. So these are all the very, very important things that you have to remember with respect to protocols. I'll change the slide. Then again, we go back to the So I hope you are clear with all the points that I have discussed to you. It starts from 1971 Ramsar, and then 1972 Stockholm, and then 1973 sites, and then 1979 it is CMS, and then 1980 CMS, and then 1985 Nairobi, and then 1987 and 1985 again Vienna, 1987 Montreal, came into force 1989. Note it down. Came into force 1989, signed 1987 Montreal, and then 1992 Earth Summit. Earth Summit. And that 1992 we have UNFCCC. UNFCCC one is Kyoto, 1997, 2005. And then next comes Paris in the year 2016. And then we have CBD 1992, came into force 1993. Here we have Cartagena 2000. It came into force, mainly meant for, these are meant for greenhouse gases, and these are meant for biotechnology, modern biotechnology. And this is for Nagoya Protocol. This in the year 2010. Yes. Here you have to remember the commitment period, right? What are the commitment period? 2008 to 12, 2013 to 20. 2013 to 20. Two commitment periods. Reducing 5%, here it is reducing 18%. Paris Agreement is meant for what? 1.5 degrees Celsius to 2 degrees Celsius. The greenhouse gases has to be reduced. And it came in the year 2000 and it became force 2003. This is for modern biotechnology. This came in the year 2010 and it into force 2014. This is for genetic resources. And this is for modern biotechnology. And then comes UNCCD. UNCCD in the year 1992 for desertification. Desertification. Yes, clear? So 2016 and 2010. And next comes, and with respect to ozone, what are all the protocols? We have Vienna, we have Montreal, and we have Kigali. Kigali is mainly meant for what? HFCs. To cut down the HFCs. Okay. By 85% in the year 2047. Yes, very good. Very good. I'm just quoting the important one, Atutu. Very good. Brutland 1987. Yes, I will add. Here also come Brutland 1987. Brutland. Very good. Very good. So these are all the important things regarding the protocol. Kigali 2016, right? This is mainly meant, it's an amendment. It is to reduce the HFCs, hydrofluorocarbons. Okay, clear? Yes. And please kindly go through the greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases, very, very important. CO2, SF6, PF6, N2O, CH4, methane, and ozone. Okay, all important greenhouse gases we have to remember. Clear? Yes. The most contribution will be given by carbon dioxide. Very good. So I move to the next topic. It's been too much of time. Already it is 10:46. I'll be just giving you a quick glimpse on the Pre-Independence Committee, Post-Independence Committee, so that will be easy for you. Pre-Independence Committee, Charter Act 1813, Elphinstone Recommendation 1823, Macaulay's Minutes 1835, Woods Dispatch 1854, and in this Woods Dispatch time only we had what, in the year 1857 we had 3 universities like MBC, Madras University, Bombay University, and Calcutta University has been built. And in the year 1882 we have a Punjab University, and in the year 1887 we have Allahabad University. We have Allahabad University. Okay, 5 universities. And in there 1882 we have Hunter Commission 82-83, Indian University Commission 1902. This time many questions has been asked from this one, Lord Curzon, and he had been given the things regarding no Vishwapriya today is not enough. We need tomorrow also. No, we are not able to complete all the unit today. I'll try to complete as early as much as can. National Council of Education 1905 and Resolution of Education Policy 1913. Sadler Commission 1917. This is mainly meant for university education. University education, and this is being built for Calcutta. Okay, Calcutta. This has been mainly just to look after the reform, the issues which was there in the Calcutta University. As we all from West Bengal, right? West Bengal said you may get question from Sadler Commission 1917. This is to find the reforms of problems in Calcutta University. That's why it's also called as Calcutta Commission also. And it's the year 1970. Hatton Commission 1929, Sapru Commission 1934, Abbott Wood Commission 1937, Varda Scheme of Commission 1937, Sargent Commission 1944. Okay, these are all the important pre-independence commission. Pre-independence committee which has been happened. If you want to have a detail of all these things in a playlist, here I've given you a topic called 100% sure topics from pre-independence committee. You can just go through the video. All the things will be given their detail. As I'm doing the quick revision, okay, not covering all this very is possible. And here also in this one I've given the important terms of all the committees. What they done in the charter act is they gave 1 lakh rupees for education. This is a grant they gave. 1923 they focused on angelist education. Okay, what do you mean by oriental education is we have a topic on higher education. Oriental education, what our own culture has, right? That we call it as oriental education, Sanskrit language studying and all, right? It's oriental education. And then Lord Macaulay in the year 1935, right, he focused on the Angelus has been imparted, right? And in the year 1954, Wood's Dispatch has been come. They focused on teacher training, university establishment has been started, and it has been done in the year 1857. Hunter Commission's main purpose is for hierarchical education, governance, and all he started to work upon. Lord Curzon Conference 1902, it's 1902. 1902, they focused on primary curriculum reforms, government recognition for secondary school, and this conference happened in Simla. This happened in Simla. And in that conference, outcome was being the 1904 Indian University Act. This time, many questions been asked from these two things. Lord Curzon, Indian University Act, many questions has been asked. And then they provided a 5 lakh rupees of grant to that University Act. And Gokula resolution be taken in the year 1913 for compulsory primary education, right? And then, as I told you, 1917-19 Sadler Commission was being formed. That is mainly meant for the colleges, higher education. Okay, the Sadler Commission worked on 12-year school scheme, 3-year degree, women's education. They focused upon teacher training institution, affiliation, and other new universities also been built in this year. 1917 to 19, we have university like Banaras, Delhi University. Aligarh University. So 7 universities has been built out of the Sadler Commission. Thank you. Yes, I'll give you the universities, right? Universities like Mysore, Patna, not Delhi, Patna, Benares, Benares University, Aligarh, Aligarh University, Lucknow University, and Osmania. Yes. Am I visible to you? Yes. And Dhaka. Dhaka. These are the 7 universities we built out of the Sadler. Again, I'm mentioning you as you belong to West Bengal set. You may get a question out of this because it's been there in Calcutta University Commission only, right? So you may get a question from this one. 7 new universities has been built out of this Sadler Commission. Okay. Out of the Sadler Commission, 7 universities has been built. That is Mysore, Patna, Benares, Aligarh, Lucknow, Osmania, and Dhaka. Right? And HATA committee is mainly meant for vocational training and minority education. Very important, you have to remember this Zakir Hussain committee. That is based on activity-based commission. Okay, right. These are the very important committees that we have to remember with respect to pre-independence committees. Yes, next one. Next, post-independence committee, Radhakrishnan committee, 48-49, very, very important. This is the 3 important commissions, right? What are the commission? Radhakrishnan, Lakshmana Mudaliar, and Kothari. Don't forget, very, very basic question you may get from these areas. Radhakrishnan, Mudaliar, Kothari. Radhakrishnan in the year 1948-49. Mudaliar 1952-54. Kothari, it is 64-66. Very, very basic questions you may get from all these topics. Please don't do mistake with this one. Okay? Yes? 52-53. 52-53, 64-66. Very, very basic. And Sarvapillai Radhakrishnan was being the, it's called University Education Commission. Mudaliar Commission was being called as the Secondary Education Commission. Okay. And yesterday there was a question in social morning batch, I think so. Who was the first chairman of UGC? 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 Chairman. Don't say Radhakrishnan. Who is the first chairman of UGC? Yesterday in the analysis class, I told you. And already those who are following me in the PYQ session, we have done this one. Quick learners. Very good, Sudha. Shanti Swarup. Yes, very good. Very good. Very good. UGC was being the establishment of UGC, right? It was being the recommendation of Radhakrishnan Commission, and it has been happened in the year 1953. Yes, very good. Clear. Exactly. Two Sudhas are here. 1953, and it came into act in the year 1956. Okay. So the first was Shanti Swarup, and in the year 1956, after it has been came into act, who was the chairman? That is Deshmukh. Deshmukh. Shanti Swarup was at the time of starting. Yes, very good, very good. So he focused on university education and about Radhakrishnan Commission. Okay, right, I'll make it quick. 1952-53 is Mudaliar Commission, and it is called Secondary Education Commission, and we mainly meant for secondary education. What are the problems is there in the secondary education? Key major recommendations commission on installation of higher secondary system, diverse courses, three language formula. Three languages formula is from that period itself. And they focused on education and vocational guidance. They focused on teaching, textbooks, and system of examination. He also concentrated on building and the equipment. And this has been the year 1952-53. And next comes Kothari Commission 64-66. And the document is called as Education and National Development, right? And he focused on CSS, that is compulsory school education. It's been started in the, he proposed this 10 plus 2 plus 3. Now, what does NEP 2020 focuses on? NEP 2020 focuses on 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 it's been focusing on. Okay. And then vocationalization of education is being done by Kothari Commission, and he more insisted on three language formula. You may ask, ma'am, Mudaliar also is there, but three language formula has been more insisted on Kothari Commission, and this been also been done by NEP also. NEP is also focusing on the three language formula. Clear? Right. So these are the important commissions with respect to the pre and post independence commissions. Very important things I have covered you, and along with questions I'll teach you some things. Right? Yes. Tell me this one. On completion of 1 year of NEP 2020 in July 2021, the Government of India has announced the decision to offer education engineering degree in 5 Indian languages. Tell me that 5 Indian languages and also with this one. Quick. Quick. I think everyone will answer. As you all know, this is wbset question. Then what should be the answer? What are the languages? Quick. Why no answer at all? Are you answering or not? No. No answer? Okay, then I will tell you. The answer is Bengali. The answer is Bengali. Other than Bengali, they have also given things, right? 14 colleges. 14 colleges in 8 states. This is as per the time, at that time, right? In 8 states, who are the 5 languages has been given: Hindi, uh, Tamil, Telugu, Marathi, and Bengali. And Bengali. Yes, these are the languages. Yes, yes. Odia is not there. No Odia. Okay. So these are at the time, right? They made the announcement that out of in Indian space, 14 colleges in 8 states will teach engineering colleges in Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Marathi, and Bengali. Okay. Clear? Yes. Next question. Try to do this one. I think with this we have to stop because I'll try to take the remaining part in the tomorrow session. Okay. Tomorrow I'll try to take again this kind of class. I'll try to take. Tomorrow is evening possible to you learners because tomorrow morning I have college. We have a feast so that I'll not be able to take morning class. Will you be able to follow me in the evening so that I can take some more PYQs and classes for you in the evening? Yes. Gurukul system of education flourished during Vedic Upanishad period, Mauryan period, Kushana period, Gupta period. So that I'll try to bring more questions tomorrow. We'll be doing logical reasoning in higher education. What do you say? The right answer for this question is Vedic. Sabirul Islam Tali. Super. Very good. Very good, Sabibul. Is tomorrow evening okay for you learners? Okay. Answer this one after that one. In 1854, given 4 statements. In 1854, the first time 3 universities were set up in India. The progress of education was slow in pre-independent India. Macaulay's minutes did have a crippling effect on proper development of education in India. National College was set up in 1906 for okay. Other time, Vishwapriya. Tell me some other time. After 7:30 also okay. If you okay, I will take. And parting knowledge, literature, philosophy under the principalship of Motilal Ghosh. Yes, answer for this question. Meantime, don't waste your time. I have taken many things in the playlist there. I will send you I'll just ask ma'am to add the links there so that we can just go through all these topics, right? We have no, only Vishwapriya have no problem. What about the others? You don't want? 4 statements. Right answer for this question is 1854 is not one, it is 1857. So option 1 is absolutely wrong. You can strike it off. What about the other options? 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. You have to check whether 4 is right or wrong. Okay. National College was set up in 1906 for imparting knowledge of India's art, literature, and philosophy. No, this is not the thing. The right answer for this question is option number C. Okay, option number C. Clear? Yes. These are the other questions that we have. Evening, okay, ma'am, no problem. What timing? Okay, then I'll let you know. By the meantime, you can go to the Unified Study playlist. Please do your revision. There I've done a quick revision also. Unified Study paper 1 crash course. There is a crash course playlist will be there. In that one, I have covered all the maximum topics that I've covered. Please kindly do go there and you can do your revision on the things which you have not done. You can do on logical reasoning. There I have done with all the things. You do on fallacy. You can do on syllogism, very, very important. Syllogism and square of opposition. Do of all these things. Logical reasoning. Okay. Yes, and then you can also do it for higher education. We have done so far. Okay, we have to do the logical reasoning that I will try to do it tomorrow. Okay, then what is this? So that can do revision. You want topics, Vishwapriya? Okay, I'll give you. Wait. Please send link for all important units. Okay, Vishwapriya, I will make all the collection of links and I'll post it in the comment section. Okay, don't worry, I'll prepare all the links and I'll post it in the comment section. Clear? So tomorrow I'll let you know the timings, whether in the morning or evening. I will try to take a class on logical reasoning and ICT yet to cover. So we will cover these two things. Okay. Yes. Meantime, you can also practice the DA, which is there in our playlist. There also data interpretation is also there. Meantime you can practice the DA. The right answer for this question is Delhi is not the one. When Delhi University established? Delhi University established in which year? Delhi University is a central university, right? When it has been established? It's been established in the year 1922. 1922. These three in the year 1857. This been in the year 1922. Okay. Very good. Super good. I hope you would have enjoyed the class. I have tried to cover all the important concepts of communication, PDE, and the higher education. So try to revise the concepts. And you can, for more videos, you can go and visit the Unified Study Paper 1 playlist is there. And there the marathon sessions are there, unit-wise sessions are there. You can visit and do their quick revision. And tomorrow I'll let you know the timings for the other revisions, right? Very good, Mohim Mandalalis, 1922. Very good, super, good. All the best. Do your revision, do your paper 2 also simultaneously. We will all meet you tomorrow. I'll let you know the timings. Either it's morning or evening, I will let you know. Okay? Till now, tata, bye. See you. Those who are new to the channel, please kindly do like the session, subscribe the channel and share with your friends for more videos like this, right? And we're also going to start a batch from tomorrow, December 15th. We are going to start a session 8 p.m. 9:30 p.m. Do join for the foundation course of our paper 1 preparation. Yes. So meet you all tomorrow. Yes. I will let you know, Momit. Ma'am, each class का PDF का हमारा Telegram link में PDF. No, Sabir, sir. We just have to go through the videos. No PDFs has been uploaded here. Yes. Moment, I will let you know the timings. You can please kindly visit the channel. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. Tata, bye.